to the Gas Talk Podcast. Myself, P and Prash, episode 7.
I don't know how we're knocking these out every week with.
Committed individuals to bring you great content every week. Trying to think on the spot what I was going to say.
It's white there.
Yo, I've had a long week, man.
Do you know what? So have I.
I've been so tired.
I won't lie. I've been trying to edit this episode 6 for how long?
Yeah, yesterday it was saying something like 6 days to upload and crazy technical issues. So,
yeah.
Any producers that wanna? Is it producers or editors?
Editors. I guess we're the producers of this.
Yeah, true. Any editors that wanna step up their game and do some voluntary work experience, come shout us. No, but I've had a long week, you know. I said to myself, I'm gonna go gym this week. Didn't happen. I've just been busy. Like, work's not been busy, but every time I've got home, I've had something to do.
Yeah.
Something to do. Guys, you're probably thinking, why is there such a gap between me and Prash and why we got a middle seat? We'll get into that a bit later on, but little sneak peek, we've got a guest. Special guest.
Nah, he's special, man.
Long-term special guest, friend. Yeah, that's about...
He's special. He's
special, innit? He's special in more ways than one.
He's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy. We've known him since school, but we'll get onto that when the brother comes through. Guys, you might notice that there's some vapes on the table. We've teamed up with Vape Master Co. to bring you exclusive vapes, exclusive discounts, your tanks, mods, coils, disposables, everything that you can see here and much more. Go check them out, show them love. We'll pop the website here.
Yeah, the discount code as well.
Discount code, yeah. The discount code is GASTUP10. We'll pop that right here. Use that for 10% off on all products at checkout. But yeah, we'll put their socials on here. Good brand, good people. Yeah, really good, man, really good. Hopefully do some good work with them guys in the coming future. Yeah, really good.
What are we saying? Do you want to bring him in?
Should we bring him in?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Yeah? Obviously, guys, what you're going to see is a transition of him just coming in. What we got to do, we got to try and get him in because only we know the width of this room. Yeah. Guys, you know what? I think we should let him introduce himself.
Are you sure?
How about that? Are you ready for this level?
No, I don't think I should.
Okay, so guys, our viewers may or may not know him. He goes by the name of
Amar.
Full government name exposed. Yeah, date of birth.
Nah, later.
Please
You're
intervene.
April baby, aren't you?
Nah, June, son.
Summer
thing.
Summer baby.
Yeah, man.
So this week's episode is...
Yo, before we get into it, I got you some cakes, man.
Oh!
Homemade cupcakes and that for the Gas Talk Podcast.
Okay. They got gluten in?
Nah.
What, yes or no?
No.
It's got milk in?
Probably, yeah.
Eggs?
Yeah,
That's
Bro, this guy's looking for a recipe.
That's not all good. I appreciate that, man.
I'll make it up.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
man. I
We'll
wasn't expecting that. I can't lie.
Yeah,
Did
we'll
you make
definitely...
Supervised, isn't it?
It's
quality control.
As in, you brought them from Costco and
I
then you...
Talk about the package.
Yeah, you took out the package. So you brought them from Costco, yeah?
Nah.
Okay.
Special thing.
So this week's episode, obviously Prash normally does the episode,
Yeah,
so
no.
I'll let him have his little limelight.
Again, like, I feel like we're saying we're doing conspiracy theories, but we're not doing any conspiracy theories.
What do you mean?
Like, this isn't a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, but it's a theory that conspires all the conspiracies of the theory world.
That was well put, you know. I thought you were going to mess it up.
No.
No, you did well. We're talking about ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I saying yeah? Like I don't know what we're already talking about. I know.
For the last 2 hours as well.
Yeah?
But yeah, we're chatting about ghosts.
Okay. What's your take on ghosts?
Mine?
Both of you.
Oh, go on.
No,
Let it- let it-
can't, man.
Ladies
You go
first,
first,
ladies
man.
first,
You
ladies
gotta go
first,
first, man.
ladies
You gotta go.
Cool. My take on ghosts, I don't believe in ghosts.
No?
No.
Oh, shit.
What about you?
I always say, like, it's jokes until it happens to you, innit?
Oh, okay. Me personally, I'm just gonna play the fifth and no comment this one because I don't want no ghosts like in my life around me.
Man.
I'm not involved.
So you believe in them, but like...
Yeah, no. If I had to, I do believe in ghosts.
Do you know what? I wouldn't say I don't believe in ghosts. Like, I believe in, like, bad energy and that.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Like, a ghost is like this is it, we'll get into it. But like ghosts can come in different forms, innit? Like if you're talking about a ghost with like that looks like a piece of cloth with 2 eyes cut out, like, I don't
Casper,
believe, yeah.
I always see them on every day, every year. I see them all at the same time.
Halloween,
31st of December,
October,
January. October. Man said New Year's Eve is New Halloween and that.
But yeah, like, I don't believe in them in that sense, but I believe in like bad energy and that. So yeah, maybe I guess I do then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he lied.
I lied.
I'm indifferent, man. I'm indifferent.
So you don't believe in them?
I feel like there's. I feel like you're gonna get into it though. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
history
I
of
will.
that. I feel like off the top, no, but I'm not ruling it out.
Yeah. I think like the big thing with it depends on religion.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been chatting about religion a lot recently. Did we chat about it on the last one?
Yeah.
No, not the Bermuda Triangle, the one before that.
We're preachers and that.
Yeah. But depending on what religion you are, it has a big impact on like whether you believe in ghosts, spirits, demons, all that sort of stuff.
So this whole episode is more paranormal activity sort of vibes.
That's like the proper overview, right? Of what it
Yeah,
is.
basically, like I
That's
think-
mad. That's mad. You both pushed yourself up at the same time there.
Maybe there's a ghost controlling us.
Oh my days.
Yo, that was crazy.
Some paranormal
That
activity
was
going
crazy. Oh my god.
on. There's paranormal activity going on in here. But no, like speaking of paranormal activity, that's the first time I shat myself watching a film.
I've never seen it.
You not seen it?
I don't do horror films, bro.
But thank you.
No, like, do you know, no, I don't watch horror. I don't watch a lot of horror films.
Oh, you don't go out of your way to watch
I've
it?
watched 5 horror films in my whole life.
Yo, that's 5 too many. I tell you what, yeah. Who sits there in their own yard and says, you know what, tonight I'm gonna close all the blinds and I'm gonna watch a scary movie and it's gonna be sick.
I don't know who I watched it with though. But
If you do that, I don't even care if I get cancelled for this. If you do that, you're an utter waste, man. You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo if you enjoy scary movies.
I don't want to say I enjoy them though. Like I think most of the times I watch scary films is when I'm with like the guys and we're just like bored. We're on a weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
And we're just bored and we're just like, oh, let's just watch this.
Okay, so I'm one of your
That's what
guys,
happens,
and if
yeah.
we go away on a weekend,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not involved. I'm not watching no
I don't think
scary
I've watched it
movies.
with you. I've watched it with a couple of other
Yeah, because
people.
I would not let you put that on.
I'll tell you a story later in it about when I watched one.
Okay,
I'll go
yeah,
to
yeah.
a separate room and just go on YouTube, safe space, like
Yeah.
everything's cool.
You go on YouTube and watch Gaston podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Innit?
100%.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah,
Make
man.
your day in it.
Mm.
But yeah, no, like Paranormal Activity, horrible film.
As in
Scary.
not good.
No, like
Scary.
obviously I was a kid when I watched it.
Mm.
The thing is with horror films with me, yeah, if it's based on a true story and I'm watching it, I'll get scared. Like if it's like one of those films that like makes you jump. So I've watched one film like that and I just found it funny. Like it was called The Woman in Black. And guess who the main actor is?
Who?
Your boy from last week,
My boy from last week.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, HP like the sauce.
So like every time I was watching it, I was just laughing. But then like it wasn't funny. It wasn't like scary either. It's like jumpy scary.
It's like a dark comedy.
Yeah, I just didn't find it funny. And like every time it would scare you, they just go into a haunted house and they just like she'll crawl out of like a hole in the ground or something. And then she'll just like
It's,
jump in.
it's cheap thrills, isn't it?
Yeah.
Proper cheap thrills.
But like those stories that are like based on true events, they're the ones that scare me.
Yeah. 100%, man.
I've never seen one, so I don't really know.
Alright,
But
today's going to be a big education for you.
Yeah. it's
I'd
very
probably
fun.
be more entitled, or was it in line to believe something that's more true story based and get scared than something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
is it based on a true story, as in they based it on there, but it's not true?
Yeah, so
Isn't there two difference based on true
it's
story and
it's never going to be just the true story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
because they have to like
Be finishing like 5 minutes.
yeah, they have to include some drama and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what they normally do. But like, yeah, I'll get into some of the films that I've watched that are actually like bare scary later on. But like going back to the religion thing, most people like if you have a certain religion, it means that you're essentially prepared for life after death.
Yeah.
okay.
Like, because most religions talk about life after death. We've already done an episode on this. So if you haven't watched it, go back and watch that. But basically, because a religion offers you some sort of like comfort and solace that if whatever might kill you, you have a life after that, whether it's a ghost or anything, they're not scared of dying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you're going to get killed by some sort of bad spirit or whatever, like it doesn't really have an effect on them because they're already like immune to the fact that they're going to die one day. So religion, in a sense, builds some sort of like, what's the word, like courage within someone, or like acceptance, because they're just like, oh, I'm gonna go to God anyway. Or,
It's because they believe it so deeply that nothing else matters. Yeah.
Exactly. So like, but in the same way, like everything's in their control basically, because they can say, oh, I'll pray every day. I'll pray to Jesus that this demon or Satan, whatever, like whoever it is, doesn't get me, sort of thing. And everything's in their control in it, basically. Like they can do whatever they want. So when they die and they go to heaven or whatever, they're at peace with wherever they've gone. But the same way, they've got that coping mechanism if, like, they are like going to die one day or potentially go to some sort of get haunted by some ghost or whatever. There is obviously good and evil in it. Like they both balance each other out. So
is there good without evil? I always ask this question.
Yeah, but as in, that's what a lot of these religions believe, though, right?
No, but like, good versus evil, just generally, like, can there be just good?
No, never.
Or can there just be just evil? Because evil, you need a good to compare it to.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to have one. You can't have one without the other, because then you can't measure anything against anything.
Yeah.
It's like highs and lows in life as well, right?
Peaks and troughs, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just been through loads, fam. I ain't really seen the highs in life right now, but yeah.
You see plenty of highs in life.
Like
every day, man. Waking up, food and watered.
Yeah, true.
Shelter.
True. I was talking about a different one, but still.
Yeah. Hear that.
Hey, I'm not ready for that, man. I ain't ready for that.
Plenty of days.
Yeah, like you said, it's hard to say like whether there's good without evil or evil without good, but let's just say there is, for the sake of this whole topic. If, for example, you believe in Jesus or whatever God,
You think Jesus is real?
I believe he's a person, but like you have to like somewhat believe in some sort of devil or Satan or whatever, like according to the religion, right? That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So like most people will believe that if they're religious, will believe in something like that, some sort of bad energy or whatever. I like personally, I think there is bad energy, but I can't say that I've like seen a ghost or anything like that. But I know people who have said to me that they've seen ghosts.
They're lying.
I don't know, man.
Liars.
These are people that I trust, though.
True, yeah. And what are you gonna get for lying about ghosts as well? Like,
that's true. There's literally no gain.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you've seen one. Yeah, big deal, mate.
I think, if I saw something, but like ghosts can be good and bad as well, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Straight on.
Yeah. So like, people go to like those seances and psychics and all that sort of stuff,
and they get good responses sometimes. Like, I'm your cousin or whatever. Like,
like, some people will go to them and they'll want to chat to someone that's passed away in their family.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know, it could be anyone, like someone's like mom, dad, whatever. Yeah. They go to them and they start like. They speak to them through the psychic. So the psychic will say, oh, he said this about this. Like, it could be something so personal to you, and they'll somehow know what it is. Like, I don't know how, like, obviously. I don't know if it's real or fake or whatever. But, like, say, for example, I go to go see someone, and this person gave me this hoodie. Or, like, a hoodie that I've got at home. And they're like, oh, you don't wear that hoodie much anymore. Like, that purple hoodie, you don't wear it anymore. And it's like, no one would know about that purple hoodie. Only that person will know about it. I've not worn it, so no one's ever going to see me wearing it. It's things like that.
Have you ever been to one?
No, I've never been.
Would you ever consider it?
I'm not. Do you know what? I'm not really into that sort of stuff.
Do you think there's some truth in what they do?
Probably.
Or do you think it's so generalised? Like horoscopes are pretty generalised.
Well, let me tell you one thing, yeah? One thing for free. I've been to one.
Have you?
Yep.
God.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
And I've been to one.
Yeah.
And I started crying.
Yeah.
Because she was telling me some home truths.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is true story.
When was this, man?
I'm actually being serious.
Okay.
This was a good, how old am I? 28? Must have been, 70, 18?
Wow.
Obviously, you know when you man went uni, you get me, and I was just doing my own thing. I was at a low point, whatever. My mum just told me to go see one or not, because she'd been recommended. Anyway, went to go see her, said some home truths and that, started crying. She was like, oh, don't get upset. It's all about expressing yourself and what's to come. It was cool. I left that place shaking because she said to me, in the next 2 weeks, you're going to get into a real bad car crash. And there's no way you can prevent it. Well, I sat in the car and nothing happened, man. Still here.
Are you being serious?
I'm being serious, deadly serious.
What the hell?
I'm going to
100%.
That's mad.
100%. Ask. Then I think the only person that knows that is my mum, my sister.
So wait, this car crash didn't happen, right?
No, it didn't happen.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this car crash didn't happen. I don't know what she's seen or what
What's wrong
not.
with this woman, man?
But
She's
everything else
sending
was
out false
everything
things
else
like
was
that.
everything else was true, fam.
This woman's lit.
Yeah,
I would have
yeah.
taken the train for the next.
Really, I just
weeks.
jumped in whips. Like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
but you
avoid
take.
passwords.
But
Yeah.
yo, I did spend the next them 2 weeks enjoying my life. Like,
I
just
think-
thinking like,
I
yo,
thought you were gonna say driving at like 15 miles an hour.
like,
Driving like me, man.
no, but yeah, that was ever since then. Nah, I've not really been.
Mm.
I've been to like self healing.
What's that?
Yeah.
You know, like it's self healing where you sort of heal yourself. Now, when like I got back problems like
Like Reiki.
Huh?
Is it like Reiki?
What's that?
Reiki's like
Is it-
they
is
don't
it
actually
like-
touch you, do they?
Yeah, no,
it's like it's
them-
full
yeah.
Like they put like positive energy on.
Yeah,
you.
that them five things.
I don't know.
fingertips.
No, not fingertips. It's like 5 spiritual things.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I've been to that. It didn't really self heal and that. Like, it made you feel good for like 30 seconds, but after that pain came back.
Maybe you got to stick at it.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh man, you changed.
Jeez. They don't hear. I don't think they would heard that. 'Cause I was sick.
Yeah, I don't think
That was, bro, that was like him. That was like him at school though.
Yeah.
He would say sly comments, but underneath his breath.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's mad.
That's really interesting. You've actually done it though.
Yeah.
A lot. The thing is, like in Indian culture, it's quite a big thing as well.
Mm.
It is, yeah. Like, I know quite a lot of people that have done it. To be fair,
What's there like?
I've not really spoke to them about it properly.
It's one of those things you don't really talk about. Like
Yeah.
even if you did do it, you wouldn't express
Yeah,
it because
it's
it's
your
so
personal
personal.
juice, like, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so personal. It's like you wouldn't just come out with that.
No, it's deep stuff. It's deep stuff, but it's crazy. Like, it makes you think like there's obviously a connection between living and dead, which is
Yeah.
just mad.
Yeah.
Um,
And like, you know how they do it as well? They tell you to pick cards.
yeah,
Yeah, they tell you to pick like certain cards, and apparently you're gonna pick them cards.
you're like destined. It's your fate.
Yeah. It was crazy because she picked one with like a shopping trolley, and the time I was working at Sainsbury's.
No
And it was a bit
way.
mad, yeah.
What else did you do?
But I can't remember the rest, but I just remember that one. But I reckon I could relate to anyone. Like, oh, have you ever been shopping before? Trolley me. Sweet. Thanks, you know me, yeah?
What a guy, man. But like, yeah, seances.
Mm.
Have you ever heard of a Ouija board?
I like Jumanji.
My dad told me never to talk about this.
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Is there a Ouija board in Jumanji?
Yeah.
Is there?
What, that thing you play and
'Cause they-
everything goes mad?
Jumanji, the whole film's like they play on the board and
Oh.
like stuff happens, like the tiger comes and
Oh,
the
yeah.
hunter comes and all
What,
that.
Jumanji's a movie? I thought it was just a song
That
by Be
rapper?
Young.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
I didn't know it was a movie still, I can't lie.
Yeah, it's a movie. But yeah, Ouija
Oh,
board.
isn't The Rock in it?
That's a new one.
Oh.
That's a new thing. I've
I'm
not
not,
watched
I'm
it.
not,
No?
I'm not.
Yeah,
Yeah, but my dad told me never to speak about this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alright, next topic.
What's
No, run it! Run it!
What's he what? Be young.
No, speak about, what's this called?
No, Ouija board.
Jumanji, Ouija board.
So it's like, it's
Yeah.
a way of
Oh,
basically talking to, like, spirits.
Hmm.
So, like, apparently it's fake, though.
Would
Like,
you do it?
It's fake.
Yeah, would you do it though?
I've seen people do it.
Yeah, I'm not on it.
I've seen someone do it. It's fake.
I don't want
You get someone that is very scared in the situation, and basically you tell them to. So basically, it's like a board, and it has letters on it, and then you ask it questions, and you have to do something like light a candle, do it in a dark room, blah blah blah. Like, so you can't see everything properly. But this is what adds into it.
Yeah.
So like, it's a dark room. You can barely see what's going on. People like they all hold their hands together and they put their hands on the letters. Yeah. So it's like a check or like a checker piece or a chess piece or something like that. And you will hold this piece, and basically you ask it a question like, "Hi, like how are you today?" Like whatever, and you'll answer it with each single letter. So basically, if you,
Insert SpongeBob. 12 hours.
basically you'll answer your question. So if you ask it like, "Oh, what's your name?" I don't know. It says Amar. You start on A, and then it'll go to M, then it'll go to A, and then it'll go to R. So it spells out what it's saying to you. But if you've got like 5 or 6 people that are doing it, and you're all holding it, you will just slightly put a little bit of pressure. You start moving it yourself. It just feels like
Yeah.
someone's moving it for you, and
Yeah.
then the other guy that you're like doing the prank on basically gets shook.
That's not even fun.
I know, honestly.
No one even ever bring that around me.
That's
You
not even
understand?
fun.
Yeah.
Don't do.
I don't know. Like there might be some like realism behind it, but that kind of stuff's scary. That's where it gets started. Like it starts to get
Yeah,
scary.
that's too real. That's
Yeah.
that crosses the line. I think.
It's the same with voodoo.
I'm out.
Voodoo's
No,
bad.
no voodoo, no juju.
Voodoo. I heard this before.
Yeah. Like,
Black magic.
Black magic.
Yeah.
There's black magic in all cultures.
Yeah.
But like,
Bro, you know, before you start, there's one Bollywood movie. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called Bulaya or something like that. It's got a lady. She plays the character of this lady called Manjulika. And she gets black magic done on her, and that is the one of the scariest movie I ever watched. Oh, I have watched a scary movie then.
Actually
That counts.
Well, I don't know what it was, but it was so scary.
Yeah.
Is
There's like
it
witches
neutral?
in that, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's old.
What are they?
Yeah, like witches. Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
that's pretty.
That's why like
Not on
witches
it.
in like Christian culture in the UK and those stuff, they used to get hanged.
They used to get straight. Yeah, just killed straight away.
What for?
Because they're witches. They're doing some
Witchcraft was bad. It's like a full outward. Yeah.
They're doing some loppy stuff, so they get banned or killed, whatever. Like, because Christianity was a big thing, obviously.
Yeah.
Everyone believes in Jesus in that medieval England.
Yeah.
So like, if you get caught doing some sort of witchcraft, voodoo, whatever,
You out.
you're dead.
Straight lock up.
But like, they do that in like loads of different cultures. Like African culture is quite big for it.
Yeah.
But then I think there's some misconception with African culture. I think it comes across as like black magic or voodoo, but I don't think it is. I think there is some like real like meaning and sense behind it.
Yeah.
In terms of what they do.
Mm.
Like this guy won't have seen it, but you must have seen Black Panther.
Yeah, of course,
When he
man.
goes and chats to his ancestors.
They
and
use
that.
it's
Yeah,
all
Wakanda
positive
forever,
stuff.
that thing.
Yeah.
It's all positive energy, right?
Yeah.
They perceive it also.
I mean, I ain't seen
They
it.
bury him in the sand and stuff like that's
Yeah.
basically like him like being at one with his forefathers
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. So like that's the sort of stuff that they'd probably use it for, like in a good way. But like you see it in films where they have the dolls made out of straw and that, and they like
That's
cook
so,
it and like
that's so
punch it,
bougie.
and it like messes the other person up, like injures them in real life.
Starts getting hiccups.
Yeah, like that sort of stuff's scary. Like even in Indian culture, that's the thing. You know?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Black Panther, Black
Yeah,
Magic.
black magic.
Yeah,
that is.
it's
mad.
real.
What's it called? It's called something.
The evil eye, innit?
Kali Drogas.
Got it, yeah.
Get me? Light up your lamps and that.
Yeah, it's when I can't remember who told me this, but like apparently on Kali Drogas, you're supposed to go to a like a crossroads, and you're supposed to throw like budgias across.
Yeah.
What?
Apparently, or varas or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought. I don't know if this is right, or I'm gonna talk about the right day, but they have to wash your hair that day as well.
Probably.
Shampoo, conditioner, all of that.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, like that. The thing that you throw,
yeah.
like for anyone that doesn't know what that is, it's like a food item basically.
What, budget?
Yeah, it's like a fried food.
Is it?
Like, it's made out of like chickpea flour.
What's the English equivalent of that?
I don't know.
Onion bhaji, innit?
Onion bhaji.
But,
But it's not got any onion in it.
Bhaji.
what's that thing that people cook in potato thing in the oven?
Waffles.
Nah, it's like glazed with potato. I forgot the name of it.
I
Huh?
don't know.
They put cream and stuff on it.
Scones.
Gratin.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember what to name it. There's another word for it.
What?
Lattice. The lattice, the potato lattice thing. The thing on
Something
Instagram.
Oh.
Nah, it's just I want to think of the name of Harlem.
It is like it's basically just like a snack that you like dip in sauce and that, and you just eat it.
Fried
Yeah.
potato, yeah.
Yeah, but they basically just lob them across a crossroads because apparently that like stops any bad spirits from coming your way.
Sorry, mad still.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Spirits get hungry though.
Yeah.
Oh, so is that what it is then? You
No,
throw
it's
it.
not to feed them.
So they did get distracted and say, you know what? I'm not going to go to that man's yard because he fed me some crispy budgies.
I don't. Do you know?
That's their favourite
Do you know
food.
what? I think I'd do it. If I was a bad spirit, I'd allow them as well. If someone
Yeah.
had crispy budgies.
That's
You
yours,
could be a good spirit.
But yeah, no, that's why people do that sort of stuff.
Fair enough, man.
Yeah.
Every time we're doing one of these theories, for the last, 5 episodes, 6 episodes, 7 episodes, I feel like I'm at school, fam.
Same
Yeah,
here.
it's weird.
It's one of those deep things.
I just feel like I just sit back and I just gather all this knowledge and I'm just thinking, was I a dumb youth growing up or something?
Do you take it in this time?
Huh?
Do you take it in this time?
Yeah, I take... What, bro? I'm... New year, new me, innit? I told you that.
Yeah. He still hasn't read his first book.
I have, actually, bro.
Really?
I have, yeah.
Oh, fair enough. What was it?
Huh?
Okay, magazine.
Nah, I read...
If you read that, I rate you.
I read... you know what's that book called, bro?
Different shit.
I'll think about it when... Carry on.
No,
Oh my god.
So yeah, I feel like we've spoken about Christianity, Muslims, no, not Muslims, Hindus, bit of voodoo as well.
Every conspiracy theory has something to do with religion.
Yeah.
Apart from our last episode about Bermuda
Religion
Triangle.
is just life. Is just all over
True.
like, every aspect
Yeah,
of life,
true.
man. You can't
Yeah.
avoid it.
Like, this is how people have grown up over thousands and thousands of years.
Mm.
Been passed down. there's bound to have been something that like gets misconstrued,
Yeah.
or whatever. Like it's just human nature.
Do you think they all stem from one religion?
Um,
I think religion needs its own episode, to be honest. It's
yeah,
that
it
deep.
probably does. Like the Abrahamic religions do, like Judaism, Christianity, Islam.
Buddhism.
But then like Hinduism and Buddhism are slightly older, right?
I think Hinduism and Buddhism are the oldest
Yeah.
in the world.
So
like-
they're quite different, like in terms of like idol worship and stuff like that, I guess. But yeah, I think that deserves an episode on its own.
Well, listen, did you man ring each other before coming today and said, yo, let's all wear grey Nike hoodies and that? Cause
But they're different though.
we had the synergy.
They're
Yeah,
slightly
but-
different. Do you know what? I've got this, but I've got the zip one.
yeah, but you man didn't tell me about grey hoodies and that.
We're in your house. You can go get changed.
Huh?
We're in your house. You can go
Yeah,
get
be
changed.
right back. Outfit change.
Yeah. I think it makes sense to go on to Islam next.
Go on then.
Yeah.
I think so. Like a lot of my friends at uni are Muslim, and they used to tell me like mad stories about all these different things that they've seen and heard about, things just in their families, whatever. But basically, what they believe in is something called a Jinn.
What's that?
So it's basically
I've heard about this one.
from what I
Is that heaven?
No. So a Jinn is basically like a spirit or an entity that comes to Earth. Like, so it can take the form of a person, like in a physical way. I don't know if it can take form in like an animal or anything like that. I just know it's physical, and I think it's in form of a person. But it can be spiritual as well, like just a spirit in the air or something like that. But it's basically the stories that they told me are quite scary. And I don't want to like say them because,
Should we do?
No, because like, I don't like know them properly as well.
Yeah,
I just
sure.
remember little bits and pieces of them, like.
It wouldn't feel right to start.
Yeah,
sharing
like,
them.
I think like I can remember one of them. I can say one of them. I think one of my mates. He was like he's from Kosovo, innit? So he's in Kosovo.
Where? Where's that?
Kosovo, like yeah, Albania, like I think Serbia, all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And basically, I think he was like coming back late some night, and basically he's like going to the stairs of his accommodation or something like that, and he's just walking and he hears like something behind him, so he turns around, there's nothing there, and then he keeps hearing it, and
What was he hearing?
it's like footsteps.
Oh no.
He keeps hearing footsteps, like animal footsteps though. But not just any animal. He hears goat footsteps, like a goat or a horse or something like that. Like, do you know, like they've got hard feet, so you can
Yeah,
hear.
it's like the hooves.
Yeah, you can hear
Right.
like the clunking on the ground. So he's like, "What the hell, man?" Like he keeps turning around and he's shook. And then he's like, I can't remember if it was him or his brother, but it was someone in the family. And he just keeps turning around, and it sounds like they're getting closer and closer. But every time he turns around, you can't hear anything. And I think by the time he turns around, it sounds like it's literally breathing on his neck, whatever it is. And the significance of that is, obviously, goats, Satan. Have you ever seen a picture of Satan?
Looks like a goat, innit?
When you
Yeah,
said
you've got
goat,
this-
I was like, the whole time I was waiting for a drop like comedy line from you,
No.
like Leo Messi.
No. But I think goats are sort of related to
I didn't know
Satan.
that.
Yeah, like if you ever see a picture of Satan, he'll have like a goat's head.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, I didn't know. I've never seen that.
You know what I would have done? I'd have walked backwards.
Yeah, then you can see.
I'd have walked backwards.
Yeah, I know, but you're shook in it. So he starts running towards his his apartment.
Oh.
That's scary,
He
man.
starts running and banging on
That's
the door.
really specific as well. Like,
Yeah.
You have to face these demons
He starts running and banging on
face
the door.
on.
that's
But that's crazy. That happened to me.
Yeah. Even, do you know what, actually?
it's pretty unbelievable, though, right?
Yeah, like it's crazy. Like I think it's because it sounded like a goat or a horse, whatever it could have
Yeah.
been.
Could there be a logical explanation for that?
It might be. It might be on the floor below him. So,
But
like,
don't you see like a trend with like people who tell ghost stories or like friends you know? They always have the same pattern where it's like I'm on my own. The environment is one where I'm not familiar with. It's an open space usually. It's dark. It's cold.
Yeah, because you know why?
Your brain's already saying
Yeah.
because like humans like from millions of years ago, if it's dark and it's cold, you're just gonna assume there's a lion behind you or a tiger.
You're
You're just
a
gonna
tiger.
run. Yeah. It's fight or flight.
Because you have to expect the unexpected at the expected unexpected time.
Like the
pretend I
current
know
UK
what you're
trains.
talking about, but I want to pretend I just understood what you said, but
What? You have to expect the unexpected.
at the expected, unexpected
Expected
time.
time.
What the hell does that mean?
Yeah. No, what does it mean? I'm telling you the statement doesn't have to make sense, does it?
That's a really good story, though.
Yeah, it's mad, innit?
That's a really good story.
What story? I missed that. What story?
The one I just told you.
Oh my god! I thought you said something that I didn't hear. Oh yeah, no, that's.
Actually, I know another one.
I don't know if it's a good story. It's more of a scary. Like
it is scary.
What was the significance of that? Like overall in his life, did anything happen to him afterwards?
No, he was blessed after that.
All right.
Yeah, the sun came up. Everything was alright.
As long as you wake up next day, man.
Yeah, but like,
the sun came up.
he told me something else recently as well.
But did you say it was after a night out?
No.
I was gonna say that guy's way
No. It wasn't after a night out. He was on his own. It's like in the middle of Kosovo. Like you're not going to come home.
Yeah.
Like, he might have just gone out for a drive or something because he loves cars. But yeah, no, it could have been. I don't know. It could have been fight or flight, but
yeah.
you don't know in it. You don't know in that situation. But I do know another story. This happened to Sid, so one of my mates from
Ledge.
Homeboy.
Legend.
Oh, you know him, innit? Because
Yeah, man's a legend.
I know. Like between, I know what's going on.
Big up, Sid, kid.
Big up, Sid.
Yeah. So he went to uni in Bradford, and I think he was like walking to like a pizza shop or something or a dessert place with a couple of his mates. And he's basically just walking, he's chatting, whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's at night, on the way to get dessert late at night, and basically, I think they're going past like this section of houses, and they're just walking, and basically, as they get closer to this house, they see like some woman just standing outside. Yeah.
Random woman.
Yeah, just like standing in a driveway.
I'm out.
just standing in the driveway, and like they don't like take much notice of her. You're just walking, you're talking with your mates, and then as they get closer, she's just dressed in all white, and
they've all seen it, yeah.
Yeah, they
Okay,
all see this person. So she's just dressed in all white, and then they just carry on walking, and then as they get closer, like literally like this far, she's like standing right next to them, sort of thing, and like they look into her eyes, and it's like pitch black.
Oh, it smacks her.
Pitch black, like you can't see no whites in her eyes.
I'm out.
No whites in her eyes, and then
Contact lenses.
but like she's just standing there.
Yeah, Bradford's a funny place like that, man. So
she's not doing anything. She's just standing there.
She's probably in the kebab shop now.
And then they just carry on walking, and I can't remember. I don't know. This might make it sound like really scary in comparison to how scary it was. I can't remember if they come back and they don't see her, or if they turn around and she's not there.
Well, there's no way there.
No, it is. Okay, they turn around and she's not there.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not gonna walk back.
No, because there's another thing. So they turn around and she's not there.
Yeah.
Like straight away.
Oh, don't tell me they turn around and they turn around again and she's dead. No, allow me. Because I'm walking out. I'm not.
It's not that.
Oh,
So they turn around and she's not there. And this is a long driveway, so like you gotta walk like 10-15 meters to get back in. She's an old lady, like she ain't getting down.
Oh, shit, yeah.
So they just get shook in it. I don't know if they run or if they just like straight just go in it. They're not turning around, and they're all talking to me like, "Did you see that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure I saw that." They all saw the same thing. So they go and get their dessert, and they're just chatting about it. And on the way back, imagine
she's not there.
She's not there, but the house has been boarded up, and no one has been living there for like a good amount of time because apparently there was a fire in the house or something. So the house, windows, everything's all boarded up.
So did they not see the house boarded up on the way?
No, because they were just looking at this woman who was right in their face. They didn't see her. They didn't realise that the house behind her was all boarded up and stuff.
Dude, I'm not even gonna mess around with that, man.
Mad in it.
What are you doing? Why are you holding your chest?
She got me, son.
Huh?
She's got me.
Got you where?
Wait, that's
crazy, isn't it?
I don't
That's
like that.
mad. And you know what? That's when it comes from someone that we know.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
From someone that you know is not going to chat Bob.
He ain't
crazy.
about that.
Crazy, isn't it?
Oh my
Yo,
god.
that's a bit mad.
Yeah. So that could be like what a Jinn is, like that sort of thing, like someone that takes a form of like a real person
That's scary, man.
and comes down like that. I remember some people at uni telling me like Jinns, like they're normal people. They can be normal people, like be like me and you or whatever, but like their feet are backwards and stuff like that. They have like weird abnormalities with themselves. Like they might have like, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it. Like, how can your feet be backwards? But
Which way would you walk?
Yeah, exactly. So like, but they'll walk normally. Like I don't want to say too much because I don't know too much about the topic. But they have weird abnormalities about themselves.
All right.
And yeah, that's what they believe basically. And I think like Jehovah's Witnesses and things like that, they believe something similar, like ghostly. Like you can basically take the form of a demon or a spirit or something like that. Can take the form of a person, of dead people.
That is crazy. Can't lie.
I'm shook. Shook One's part 2, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch a comedy tonight to go sleep.
Super bad.
Super bad.
It's a shout. But yeah, man. Talking like that's the religions basically, and what they think about the situation and what they're like sort of
like the Holy Spirit in religions is every single aspect, isn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, there's different types of ghosts. Obviously, we didn't speak about that too much, but you can get demons, spirits, ghosts, like we said, just like what you'd expect a ghost to look like.
Ghosts from Power. James St. Patrick.
Ghosts from Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
Do you know why he was called Ghost in Power?
Because you can't see him.
No, you can see him, bro.
Like John Cena.
Huh? Why is still making E07
took me a minute to catch on, to be fair.
No, but they call him Ghost because he's so good at hiding who he is and his 2 different lives that one's a ghost, basically.
What a killer.
Yeah, you need to watch it. I can't believe you ain't seen Power, bro.
He's in it.
It just doesn't
appeal to you.
Yeah, it doesn't appeal to me, man.
Bad boy show.
Maybe one day
Yeah,
I'll
it's a
watch
good
it.
Yeah, make sure.
Yeah. Human form, poltergeists.
Huh?
You know what poltergeist is? Poltergeist. Alright, this is a good segue to go on something else. So, have you ever heard of The Conjuring?
I heard the movie Conjuring. Yeah,
Conjuring.
yeah.
So the second one is based on a true story that went down, I don't know what year, but it was like in the recent past whilst like we were probably, I don't think we were born yet, but you might have cousins or like older brothers, sisters that might have been around at the time.
What year?
Like probably like 80s, 70s, I don't know.
Yes, how are we gonna go speak to them?
What do you mean?
1700s, 1800s.
Nah,
70s.
1980s.
Oh, yeah. Shout out them, man.
Yeah. So basically, something went down in London in a place called Enfield.
Big up Enfield.
Yeah. I don't know who's from Enfield. Someone's from Enfield. Rapper. Probably loads. But yeah, something went down. something went down, like, and everyone says it was a poltergeist. So a poltergeist basically is something like that. Say for example, you were just sitting in your room, and then you just start floating.
Huh?
You just start floating.
I never knew what poltergeist was.
And something like, say for example, one of these vapes. Shout out Vape Master. Starts dashing the vapes around, just like randomly, and like you start flying around the room. You have no idea what it is. It's basically like a invisible human. Like it's a spirit that's like picking things up and dashing it
I ain't
around.
gonna lie, I felt this before.
You felt a poltergeist.
Yeah.
Well,
What
what was it
happened?
done?
I was in Amsterdam
Yeah.
and
Good
I had magic mushrooms.
There's your problem, mate.
I'm allowed to say that. Yeah, who's gonna do what? Like, I was in Dam, I was young, I had magic mushrooms with the man them. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna go back there and do it again. You know what I mean? Maybe, not sure yet. Maybe tomorrow. Fly. But yeah, we felt like that. I thought I was on a little cruise ship and that.
Oh wow.
And
But did you actually start floating?
I felt like I was.
You felt like it, but did you actually?
Nah, I was.
So it was, yeah. So
Oh, they don't feel like they actually are floating.
yes.
Oh,
That's mad.
So this vape flies from one end of the room to the other.
shout out Vape Master.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's
Like,
scary.
that's what a poltergeist does. It like physically will have an impact. Imagine like this cable just starts floating around randomly.
What, G, you know what you should have done? You should have threw it from one side. They would have all got shook. And we would have acted shocked. Oh, that's crazy.
Try it.
Huh?
Try it.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Go on. Oh my god, Polo Master!
Poltergeist.
What's up, Polo Master? That's a Polo Master. What the fuck?
You see that?
Nah, man, fully.
That was mad, though.
Did you see that?
There's a poltergeist in it. If you say it, like, do you know like Bloody Mary? If you say it 3 times.
That's mad.
Oh
Same
my
thing.
bloody
If I say-
Mary.
If you say poltergeist 3 times, then
Do you remember at school, anyone that knows the area, Fernston or Syston, that borderline, that bridge, if you say Bloody Mary 3 times, he'll chase you in that.
no. Do you not remember in
What?
Churchill, infant?
Yeah? Was it
So-
Churchill?
I remember
Random?
that Churchill.
I don't know who it was. Someone went into the toilet and said Bloody Mary 3 times, and they got sent home because they started crying. I don't remember who it was. Can you remember?
I don't remember that. I remember the story, but I don't remember that. Who was it?
I can't remember. That's what I mean. I can't remember who it was. But I know it was a guy, obviously, because like we knew about it.
That's
The boys'
hilarious.
toilet. Remember?
He went to the toilet and said Bloody Mary.
Yeah, I remember exactly which toilet it was as well.
Is it the one? It was the one with the swimming pool.
Downstairs near reception.
Near the swimming pool. It
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
That one.
Where it goes like this.
Yeah. I love
On the
that.
back.
Yeah, that was scary.
You remember?
There was like there's a classroom entrance on that.
Yeah. So you go like
Do you remember that side entrance?
Well,
you
what's
weren't
school
really
talking?
allowed there.
Churchill infants.
But you weren't allowed to go
Was
that
it
far.
juniors?
Churchill infants.
Juniors.
It was
Them man didn't have a
juniors.
swimming pool.
Are you mad, bro? Everyone used to come and use our swimming pool.
You know that little pathway in the swimming pool?
Yeah.
You go past it. And there was that classroom on the left. There was some toilets on the
No,
further down.
go on.
There was toilets there. It was in that toilet.
Yeah, that was the one.
Who was it?
I don't remember.
Shout out
Legit,
to
real
whoever it
talk,
is.
I don't remember who it was.
Shout out, man.
I just remember like coming out. Like I was about to go in the toilet. I think. And
My
I
mum
can't,
was
I
crying.
can't remember who the teacher was. She's like, "Oh, you're not allowed in here now." I was like, "What?"
I need to go right now.
And then she's like, "Yeah, no, there's someone in there. Like, they're upset."
Break it down.
So what? You're telling me this brother, he just went into the toilet,
Yeah.
said Bloody Mary 3 times, and started crying.
I hope he washed his hands though. I
Yeah.
swear down.
My man fully faked the whole thing.
Faked it big time.
Oh my
And then he
god.
went home.
Bro, you know what the worst thing is?
You went home?
My man didn't get the 4 day off. He just got the PM off.
Yeah.
What makes
Oh my god. If you're gonna do it in the
What
morning,
exactly?
innit? You get the whole day off.
Imagine
He's
your
not-
teacher rings home and tells your mum or your dad, "Oh, your son wants to come home because he said Bloody Mary 3 times in the toilet and now he's scared."
His
My
dad's
mum will clap me.
yeah. His
kid you
his
not.
dad's some like high class banker. Like what the hell?
I kid you not, you know what my dad would have made me do? He would have made me stand in the mirror at
Do it again.
home. He said, you want to act bad at school, yeah? Come do it at home. Yeah, you want to play with the big boys? Come play with the big
Do
boys.
it again.
And I would have been there crying like, what a guy.
This is what I mean, man. Imagine getting away with that.
I do remember that story was massive in school.
Yeah, it was a big thing.
Yeah.
A very big thing. Remember tango?
This drink.
And you have to slap each other's head.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, man.
Good
What
times,
was I talking
man.
about? Poltergeist. Conjuring 2.
Mm,
I went to the cinema to watch this.
you're
Oh
mad.
no way.
Yeah.
You paid to
Because
go watch something scary.
there was nothing on in the cinema. I drove down to London.
Man.
Just watch nothing then.
Did you watch it in Enfield?
No.
You have to complete the story, man.
No. And like, because you're watching it in cinema, it's not that scary because like, you feel like
You're expecting it.
the sound effects and stuff, like you hear it coming. Like,
Mm.
like you hear things start shaking and like the things that make you jump. But the story was still scary. Anyway, they're like basically they believe that was a poltergeist like at play here. So like there's a scene and like basically there's a whole thing. I'm not gonna go through the whole film and that, but news like BBC News, all of them like they start getting involved in this because it's in the UK and it's a big thing.
Mm.
And basically they say that one of the girls gets possessed by the demon that's living in this house. And the demon basically takes the shape or takes the voice of an old man that used to live there and died there.
Oh wow.
So basically, there's one scene where this is showing the poltergeist properties basically, where she's in the kitchen and there's just things being lobbed from one side to the other, like knives, chairs, things that a little girl can't dash basically,
Oh.
like big chairs, tables, knives, all this mad stuff, like food just flying out of the fridge, all sorts of mental stuff like that. Like no one has it on tape, obviously, because like back in the 70s, 80s, no
Yeah.
one was carrying.
But
on.
I've seen this on like YouTube clips where things are just getting dashed.
Yeah, but like, it might be real. Like you can.
Yeah,
sort
but
of,
yo, whoever's
CGI all of that now.
doing this, yeah, just allow it, man. Let everyone live peacefully.
But yeah, they say that this
True.
basically what it was. This little girl wanted to tell like her mom and
Yeah.
her sister and stuff like that. But the demon says to her, "If you tell them, I'll kill you and I'll kill them as well. I'll make you watch all that sort of mad stuff, basically." So there's a theory that she's just in there like dashing things from one side to another because basically when the media and paparazzi and all that come,
This
it's
is what
like
happened.
yeah, like it's like if you don't do all of this now, like start throwing stuff and make it look like there's not a poltergeist and you're doing all of this just for an act, then I'm gonna kill everyone.
Oh my days.
Because this demon wants to carry on haunting people, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't want people to know that it's actually real, sort of thing. So he can carry on terrorizing these people's families. So like she just starts. There's like footage of her like picking things up and stuff and throwing it. But because the demon wants to like hide its identity, it tells her, you can't tell anyone. You have to start throwing things now.
Waste, man.
Yeah. So that's one part of it. So like there's always a bit of skepticism with it. And then there's another part which is on like TV. You can watch this.
Nah, I'm good.
On YouTube.
I'm good.
If you type in
I'm
on
good,
YouTube Enfield haunted or like something to do with like the poltergeist, basically there's a little girl in this house.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, I watched the film and I watched this thing as well.
Bloody hell.
Do you know what it is with me? Yeah, I'll get intrigued so hard that I don't care. I get scared.
It's just you just want to know.
I just want to know.
Yeah.
I get very curious. I don't
Fair.
care if I'm scared. I'll just keep watching it.
Oh my days.
So I've watched a real thing on YouTube as well. My cousin remembers this when it was aired on TV as well. But basically, they sit.
Why would they air that?
It's mad. It's on BBC.
Dude, that would not happen today.
It's on BBC.
That
It's
would
mad.
not happen
So
today.
this little girl, she's probably like 7.
Just dashing you.
She goes on TV and basically this demon starts talking through her. It possesses her.
How is the BBC commissioning this?
It's mental. You don't know if it's real. She starts talking like an old man. Like she'll start talking in a voice that's not hers. Like a little 7-year-old girl. How's she going to start talking like a border drop?
Yeah.
Like,
True.
do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. So she'll talk, and like the demon will talk through her, and the interviewer is asking questions. But the demon's talking as if it's the old man that he's like obviously.
It wouldn't be
possessed.
like a 7-year-old response. It's like, oh, that's scary.
This is another thing. Like demons can take control of people, and they can start speaking different languages. So imagine a 7-year-old girl just starts speaking different languages.
Like full on Chinese.
Yeah.
And she's English or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing.
That's a bit crazy, fam.
Mental, innit?
Ah, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm very intrigued to watch this later though.
But if you want to learn a new language quick, allow Duolingo, just
Yeah.
Just
That's
do
it.
that.
Chat to
Just
them.
get possessed.
Chat to them, brothers.
Sounds good, innit? Just get possessed.
Yeah, I'm on that.
That's
I'm on that.
Short way of doing it.
I'm on that. I'm on
we're
that.
not advocating any of the above activities.
Yeah, so that was a scary film, man. I can't lie.
That sounds scary.
The scariest one is the Conjuring one. Though.
Oh, happy to announce that I'm never gonna watch that in my
I
life.
ain't gonna watch
Never.
it. I ain't
Right.
If someone said to me, "Here's 10 mil,
Nah.
all you gotta do is watch that movie," I probably will watch it. I can't-
I've
I'll
got,
probably watch it for a mil.
like, in my notes, I put like the list of the films that I watched. So I put Woman in Black next to it. I put jokes.
Man said comedy. Woman in Black is a comedy movie.
Paranormal Activity 1. Crap myself.
Yeah.
The Conjuring. Crap myself times 2. The Conjuring 2. I put meh. And then Blair Witch Project, which is crap. I just put meh again. Like, it just wasn't that good. But The Conjuring. Crap myself times 2. Mad.
Yeah?
Oh my days.
Mad.
So that's the first one.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I wanted to watch it daytime.
You will
Daytime.
crap yourself.
Daytime, 10 o'clock in the morning.
I don't care. You will crap. You'll be
Yeah?
seeing. Yeah, seriously, it's like scarred my mind.
No, I'm not on it. I'm not on
No,
it. I don't care what time it is. I'm not
I
watching
don't
it.
care.
I'm not even watching the
It's
trailer.
scarred my mind. Like, if I ever think of something scary, if I hear a noise in the night, I just think of that film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out, man.
It scares me, man.
No, I'm good. I'm good, man. Life
Yo.
is good without that, man.
How are 3 men sitting getting shook?
Should I tell you what happened?
No, I'm not. I don't
No,
want
when I watched the film,
Okay,
I won't go
yeah.
into it too deep. It's
Yeah.
basically just about some woman and a daughter, like, who haunt a house, basically. So the woman killed the daughter and then she killed herself, and then whoever steps foot in that house, she haunts them.
What's that film? I keep forgetting the actor's name. But he basically goes mental and he wants to kill his own family who's in that house. It's like a thriller. It's a Stanley Kubrick film.
Amityville Horror? Is it that?
No. I'm actually going to Google it quick time.
Home Alone.
That's it, Home Alone. I'll have a quick Malteser up whilst I wait.
See, that man put the Maltese on that side, so I can't have any. You get me? Go on, and I'll take one.
Go on, dude.
That was one. Rocket.
The Shining.
I've not seen The Shining.
The Shining, yeah.
So it's not really. It is technically a horror movie, but it's like a traditional horror movie. It's like a thriller. It's like a thriller first.
These old school horror movies are mad though, like The Exorcism and that.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that other one supposed to be bad as well? It's called
The Exorcist.
The Ring.
Yeah, I've not watched that.
Lord of the Rings.
That's scary as well. Like that. Goblet and Wobblet and them. What's his name? Goblet Wobblet.
Gollum.
Schmeagol.
Yeah.
I'm a Schmeagol.
Schmeagol's his real name.
Yeah, but is he supposed to be good or bad?
He's both.
He was a good guy.
He turned bad.
The ring possessed him.
Oh, that's what it's about. The Ring.
The
Yeah,
ring
obviously,
has
but
crazy power.
Yeah.
The ring has a lot of power.
I hate movies like that, man.
Too long for you, innit?
Too long, don't make sense.
You don't like fancy films, right?
Lose interest in that first 10 minutes.
He likes films based on real life. Like,
Like
an adult.
Transformers 1.
I love the whole Fast and Furious franchise.
Oh, sick. Which one? What's your favourite?
5.
Oh, it's number 3, isn't it?
When they robbed the...
Oh, no.
When they robbed the
no,
safe.
No, you know my favourite was the first one, man.
Yeah.
The first one is
Or 3, Tokyo Drift. Hard.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift.
I'd go 1, 2, 3, then
Yeah.
5. 4 is awful. I don't even know.
4 is the worst.
All the other ones are just awful.
7 was a bit upsetting, can't lie.
Yeah.
You know, because you invest so much time into that whole franchise.
I've never seen 7, man.
What?
You never seen 7?
What? The one where Paul Walker dies?
Well, he's
Ain't seen
He's
it.
already dead.
already dead, and I think his brother
They do
plays.
like a tribute.
Yeah.
Ain't seen it.
And it's
Oh,
crazy.
He's all licked.
And you know the last scene, bro? The last scene, yeah, that's why I cried.
It makes you want to cry.
It's...
How did they work that in the film? Because, like, he just
They
drives away.
CGI him.
If he just drives away, like, I don't get it.
So you have seen it?
No, as in, I know he drives away, that's it.
Yeah, obviously he drives away because he's going his own way, innit? In the sense of he's not going to be in the next one, so he drives away.
Do they, like, make room for that in the story? Like, do they say what happens to him in the story? Like,
They say, like, he's just enjoying his life now, like, with his family and kids and that.
alright.
Yeah, that's it, because he was supposed to give up all that crime, so now, they don't want to get him involved.
So they did,
'cause
okay,
They
alright.
made all them bucks.
Yeah.
I know.
Basically, yeah.
So if we wrap up on our own beliefs...
Do you want me to do this
Yeah,
Conjuring thing?
Huh?
Go on, finish Conjuring.
Yeah,
Finish
go
Conjuring.
on.
Finish Conjuring, go on.
Okay. So, yeah, like I said, it's about a woman. She kills herself and kills her daughter as well. And then anyone that goes into that house gets haunted, basically. So the family goes there and they just get haunted, like, consistently throughout. The kids, they see, like, a demon on top of their bedroom, like, covered in that. Like, a demon literally sat on top of it. Imagine you're in bed at night, yeah? And I always cover my feet in it with my sheets. I don't like
Yeah, same.
having my feet exposed. Ever since I watched this film, I will never leave my feet exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, this demon just comes and like drags the kids or like pulls the bedsheet off, like consistently throughout the night. And these kids are like, oh, like my sister just playing a prank on me or something like that. But it's the demon just like pulling the sheets off consistently.
You know, if that ever happened to me,
Mm.
obviously you know it's a ghost, right? Because
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
What else
you're
you gonna
in
be?
your house,
Yeah.
I get out of bed, no matter how scared I am, I'm going to shout on top of my lungs, who's on what, and if you want it, let's go. Let's go. Let's be a real man or a woman, and let's fight. Yeah? Instead of doing all this shit behind my back.
Yeah, it doesn't need to show itself.
Huh?
It doesn't need to show itself.
That's the power, isn't it?
Yeah, well...
It has like, it starts levitating beds and you can smell like rotten flesh. That sort of stuff. The people that go and investigate the house.
Man said he could smell raw chicken.
Those ghost hunter people are just
Yeah, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Like, they're big time. Like, they went and checked these houses out.
What is they invested in this whole thing?
No, man, this is mad.
Yeah, but those shows, like those ghost hunter type shows, they're just pure cat, man.
No, but these two are
Like there's
like,
those like YouTubers like
Yeah,
Sam
yeah,
Colby.
yeah.
Have you seen those guys?
Yeah, it's rubbish.
They're cat man.
These two apparently were like big exorcists. Like they'd do exorcisms on kids and stuff like that to get the devil out of them and stuff. You must have heard of Annabelle.
What, the girl from school?
No, Annabelle is like a doll, and it was like a possessed dog, and it was haunted by the spirit of a girl.
I don't think it was real though.
No, it's real.
Simpson made fun of
these
that.
these lot basically had like a museum in their own house, and they kept Annabelle inside like a glass casing because if anyone touched it, they'd basically die.
That's
Yeah.
that's like the Courtney Noor Diamond.
Yeah, it's mad.
The only doll that I know that was scary when I was younger was Chucky.
Yeah, that was quite scary.
Yeah, that was scary.
What, from Rugrats?
No, like Chucky the... Yeah, like...
Ginger guy's mad.
Yeah, the one with a knife, the killer doll.
Yeah, the killer doll. I used to have it as my wallpaper.
Oh,
Obviously,
mad.
as in after when I realised that the guy weren't real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know when you said poltergeist, like I have no reference to that in like my childhood. I didn't know what that was. Other than like, do you ever play like Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah. Like,
So like all I do in the game is just
Yeah.
hoover up poltergeist.
yeah.
So when someone did poltergeist, I was like, I don't know, it's just something to do with that. Mario.
It was a ghost, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion is just like literally the whole idea of the game is just a
This guy was hella confused.
vacuum ghosts.
Yeah. But like, what I
So
was
then
going to say.
we got to the wacky Henry Hoover out.
Yeah, that's it. You just gotta get your thing out and get your Hoover out and suck it up.
Hey.
You don't have
What
to
a sick game.
You don't have to shout who's on what. You just get your Hoover out. There you go, mate.
Bro, my Hoover's downstairs.
Get James Dyson on it.
By the time I get down to my Hoover,
You're dead.
man's got me.
Man's dashed you on the other side of the already. Levitating.
Imagine if I was a ghostie and they tried to get a Hoover, I'd wait for them to just pull the Hoover and drag them. Wait for them to just get the Hoover and drag them. But like, you wanna play games? What? You wanna play games?
These things can probably teleport as well, yeah?
Huh?
Probably teleport.
Yeah, it seems like they can do everything, can't they?
Yeah.
Do you know any ghost stories? Like, have you ever experienced anything, or have you ever experienced anything?
I've never experienced anything myself, no.
All right.
After
I've
I watched
like
The Conjuring.
somewhat,
Have you?
somewhat, because I never used to believe.
You've experienced something?
Well, kind of not. I've never seen anything, but I sort of felt something spooky. So like, I used to work in a really old building in town, right? And no one told me for months that this place is like hella spooky. And so I've been there probably like 6 months now, and like in my room specifically, it would be summer. It would be like 27 degrees outside, and my room's freezing. I'm wearing a cardigan or a jumper, and it's like 30 degrees outside.
Air conditioning?
Until I go, no, the building's so old. Until I go outside and realise, it's roasting.
Mm.
So obviously I was like, alright, that's
Was that everyone though?
That's just my room. Everyone else is in their bloody t-shirts and
How
whatnot.
many people in your room?
None. It was my own room.
Yeah,
Okay, so this gets worse. So like, then there's a solicitor who was like in the room next to me, and it's all like enclosed rooms. So when you're working, you just close your door and just do whatever you do, right? He goes to me after like 6 months. He's like, yeah, this place is like, people hear footsteps, people hear like kids running upstairs, and if you're downstairs, he told me a story, and I was like, nah. And this guy wouldn't cap. He would not cap. So he goes to me, like, he would not cap. So there's like 2 doors to get into the building, right? There's like a main door, and like so clients can't come straight in. They've got to like ring the buzzers for the second door. And we used to close at 5:30. So from 5 o'clock, that main door is shut and locked, and this door is shut and locked. My man told me before I started, he was the only one in the building. He's there. He's working away downstairs on his computer, and someone rings the buzzer. Something rings the buzzer. And no one can get in and no one can get out. So he just walks over there and he's like, what the hell? Sits back down and it rings again. He's like, alright, now I'm done. He walks up and nothing there.
Has he never had the game knocked door run?
He goes, if this happens one more time, I'm leaving this building.
Happened
Happened one more time and he left. He ran.
Did he come back the next day?
He locked up. Yeah, he came back the next day. He told everyone, he's like, dude, these things happen. And I'll tell you one thing.
Did you stay after 5:30?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's his fault, isn't it?
Yeah.
Working the time.
Working late.
My man wants to do overtime. That's his fault.
I never experienced anything like myself, except for I was in reception once, and there's this like a chair like this with wheels, and okay, so I'm in the office all on my own, and I'm covering reception, right? So the chair is firmly in to a table on the side, like firmly in. I go upstairs, and the chair comes out a bit. When I mean come out a bit, it's like now. Like there's no way that would move. So I was like, did I? You know when you just like second guess yourself, like, oh, have I moved that, or has that always been there?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a point of it now. I dashed that chair in so hard, but there's no way this chair's moving. Went upstairs, doing some like filing and whatnot. I came downstairs like 20 minutes later, and the chair's in the middle of the room. And at that point, I was like, nah, get out, I'm done.
Maybe the same air conditioning blew
And
away.
I told everyone at work, and he's like, my boss at the time. He was proper quiet guy, and he goes to me, I've experienced so much stuff here, but I don't like saying things. There was one story. He told me, and he doesn't believe in anything like this. he walked in and it was late. And this building is mad. I'm sorry, this building is mad. I'm telling you.
Brother fully waiting for the end of the episode. It's a live
This building
everything.
is mad. And he's walking. So the reception is like a long corridor, and the where clients sit is like here, and there's a reception room. So my man walks past and talks to the reception and goes, "Oh, who's this guy here for?" And she goes, "Who?" There's a guy just sitting there. She goes, "No, it's not." It's like literally about closing time. He goes, "I've just seen some newspapers and boots." They walk out and there's nothing there. And that is where my room is, like where my front door would be for my room.
You still work at his place?
No.
P45 it, man.
No. And you know what the worst thing is? That building, I worked in the building next door, never experienced anything like that.
Bro, saying that though.
So that's the only... I still don't believe until you know, something crazy happens.
You've got a story like that.
I used to do security at, I don't know if I can say it because it's a school, but I used to do security at this private school in within the area sort of thing, yeah? I used to do night shift, so I used to start at like 4 or 5, finish at like 2, 3 in the morning. And this school is like, it's historical, blah blah blah, old buildings. I was in the library, just doing a little security check. I seen a book fall.
Nah.
I just ran out.
Really?
What do you want me to do? Pick the book up? It's not my job.
And you know what? In the library, books don't move, man.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
book
like
fell.
when you're in a hospital as well or something.
Hospital.
You're in a hospital and like a door like closed behind you or something like that.
All these security jobs I've done, yeah, doors have been
experienced
shut
something.
in.
So
So obviously, one of the jobs I used to do was the old caretaker role, in the sense of so this hospital in Leicester, yeah, we had to go in,
do your rounds.
do the round, close the whole building, set the alarm. And obviously, you got to switch the lights off, innit? So you've got a torch, obviously you got your torch, but when you switch the lights off, it's all pitch black, right? So you try to do it in reverse. So you try to go to the end of the building first.
So you don't,
Yeah, then close the lights. So when you come to the front,
you're good.
yeah, but obviously you don't realise that until, because you just want to get around, because you're not on a time up, you've got other jobs to do. So anyway, the doors, they're on magnetic things, yeah? That looked a bit mad. The doors are a magnetic thing, and it just shut. But you know when it shuts, it just shuts, yeah? But it can't come this way because it's bombarded with the other door. It makes sense. And it just came through. Shook. So you know what? I don't do that job anymore. But if that ghost really wants beef, then you know why? No, I'm joking. Don't even dare come to my yard.
That's mad.
But this whole paranormal activity thing, I think it sums it up in its actual saying. You're paranormal. What is it?
Paranoia, isn't it?
Wait for this.
Well, it's paranormal, yeah? What's it called? Paranormal, right?
Yeah.
So you're paranoid, and it ain't normal.
There's actually a word for it if you Google it. There's a word for people.
Man really did appreciate. Man really did appreciate my punchline. I've been waiting all day for this punchline, and what?
You're not paranoid.
You're
You're not paranoid. You're paranoid.
You're paranoid.
You're paranoid, and it's not normal.
It's true though. There's an actual there's a word for people who have this characteristic personality, like personality trait,
Yeah, paranormal.
where you are like genetically predisposed to feeling certain things and having these experiences.
And on that note,
It's mad, isn't it?
on that
Yeah.
What about you,
note,
man? You ain't experienced anything.
I'm not to be.
he's still shook from the Conjuring.
Yeah, that thing took my soul. It's still.
Would you recommend me and P watching it?
Go for it.
I'm not having it.
I watched it.
I'll watch it if you watch it first.
I watched it on a
No
weekend
chance.
with my mates at his uni in his flat. 1 bed, 3 guys.
Daytime,
That
nighttime.
sounds like a
I'm not even ashamed to admit it.
Did you watch it daytime, nighttime?
It was like evening.
Yeah.
But like,
Winter.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, like that.
No
Yeah,
thanks.
I was already in this.
What did
bed.
your friends think of it? Did they have the same experience?
Everyone was shook. I was in the bed, and yeah, man, no shame in it. 3 guys in the bed, man, because we were all shook.
Who was a big spoon?
I don't know. I was in the corner.
Can't disclose that information.
Mid-
I can't remember. I don't remember anymore. I don't remember the order of the
Wait,
bed.
that's the real horror story.
Yeah, that's the real story.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, man. I think
That's
we could
scary.
probably end it there, innit?
Yeah, man.